Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Blessing again. Have you missed me? Because I've missed you too. If you have not missed me, if you haven't missed me, it's because you're not subscribed to the channel. So I need you to click the subscribe button and join the family. So today we're going to be doing something that, again, I feel like I probably should have done a long time ago, but you know, we're getting there. Today we're going to be talking about questions and how to ask questions in Yoruba. Now, if I'm going to be very honest with you, questions are not straightforward. So we're going to call this questions part 1. It's going to be a brief overview of asking questions. It's going to be just the main points. And if you guys want more clarification or a video, you know, detailing and going into questions more, I will film that for you. So the first thing you need to know is, with questions in Yoruba, the 6 question words we have in English: why, what, where, who, when, how. So we're going to start with the 6 question words and look at the words for them. Now, the first thing you have to know is that with Yoruba, the 6 question words all have 2 ways you can say them. One way is when you are asking a question that begins with that word, and the other way is when you are saying a statement that has that word in it, right? So the word for what in Yoruba, it can be one word or it can be a different word, depending on, are you asking a question that starts with what, or are you just saying a sentence that has what in it? So the what that I'm going to use in the sentence, what is your name, is different from the what I'm going to use in the sentence, I know what you told her. Yeah, because that what is a statement what and a question what. So every single question word that we're going to talk about today has 2 versions, a question version and a statement version. Today we're not going to be talking about the statement versions. We're going to be talking just about the question versions. How do you ask a question that starts with these 6 question words? Okay, buckle in. I'm going to be really quick because I'm really tired. Okay, so the first word is what. To ask what is kini. Kini. So kini oruko, what is your name? Kini ofeje, what do you want to eat? Kini mo sọ fún ẹ, what did I tell you? Kini is how you ask questions. Now, sometimes if you want to ask a question that begins with what, but that the answer would be a thing or a person, you need to put an O in the sentence. So if I want to say what happened, I wouldn't just say kini and then shele, which has happened. I would have to say kini o shele. Yeah, kini o shele. So you add an O to a sentence when you are asking a question that the answer is either a thing or a person. So what happened? The cat ran away. Kini o shele. And ni contracts to L apostrophe. So kilo shele is the same as kini o shele. Yeah, kini oje, what ate it? What ate my food? Kilo je oúnjẹ mi, kini oje oúnjẹ mi. So you have to put that O when you're talking about something. Yeah, even if there's no word that literally translates in Yoruba. So kini is what? Why is kini di, which literally means what is the reason? What was the reason? Kini di to fi shebe. Why did you do that? Okay, kini di. But also some people use kilode. So kilode actually means what happened. It's not actually why, if we're being like serious. But people do use it. So you can either say kini di to fi she, why did you do it? Or kilode to fi she, why did you do it? Now, the thing about when you're asking why is, 1, you need to put T after ed or kilode. So kilode T offiche or kinidi T offiche. So T comes after ed or kilode. And then you also have to put fee in the sentence. So the T and the fee don't literally translate to anything. You just got to remember to put them in your sentence. T always comes after kinidi or kilode, and the fee always comes after the pronoun. So if I want to say, why are you going? I would say kilode ti o, which is you, fin lo. You have to put the fee after you. Okay? Kilode ti mo fin sunkun. Why am I crying? Kilode, why? Ti, you have to add. Mo, I. Fi, you have to add present tense n, sukun, crying. So Kayode is Y or Kinidi is Y, but you have to add T and Fi into the sentence, and they go on either side of the pronoun. Okay. When is nigbawo. Nigbawo. And this is always going to be followed by ni. So if I want to say, when are we going? Nigbawo ni an lo. Nigbawo ni an lo. Nigbawo ni ode. When did you arrive? Nigbawo ni ode. So nigbawo is when. It's 2 words, but you have to put ni usually on the end. But if you're just saying when as one word, you don't have to put ni. So for example, if I said, do you want to meet up with me next week? And you, obviously excited by the prospects of that, say, oh, when? You just say nigbawo. You won't say nigbawo ni. So the ni is only put when you're about to like ask more, when you want to say when did or when will or when can. But if you're just saying when, nothing else, just nigbawo. Yeah. So we have kini, which is what. We have Kayode or kinidi, which is why. We have nigbawo, which is when. We have nibo, which is where. So if you want to ask, where are you going? Nibo lonlo. I didn't say you could leave. Nibo lonlo. Nibo will also usually have ni after. So nibo ni onlo. Yeah, where do you want to go? Nibo ni ofelo. Nibo lo felo. Where are you? Nibo ni owa or nibo lowa. So nibo is where, but of course you have to put ni after it when you use it. Okay. Then we have who. Who is tanio or talo. So taniowa. Who came? Talowa. Who came? Tani is who. Tano sọ fún ẹ. Who told you that? Talo sọ fún ẹ. Who told you? Talo sọ fún ẹ. So tani, and then you must always put o after it, and then whatever you're asking who about. So taniombo, talombo, who's coming? Tani is who. How is bawo? Bawo, or it can be bawo and she. Okay, what I mean by that is if you want to ask a simple question that starts with how, like how are you? How's your mum? How's your dad? How's your sister? How's your work? How's school? How's church? How is blank? You'll just say bawoni. Yeah, so I would say bawoni mommy. How is mommy? Bawoni daddy. How is daddy? Bawoni bishe. How is work? Bawoni lejosin. How is church? Bawoni lejo. How's the club? So bawoni is how is when you're just gonna ask how is something. But if I want to ask like a sentence a bit more spice, I want to say like, how did you go? I have to put an extra she in the sentence. So if I want to say, how did you go? I would say, báwo ni o you ṣe lọ. So you put a she after the pronoun. How did you go? Báwo ni o ṣe lọ. How will they get here? Báwo ni wọ́n they ṣe. You have to add the she. Máa débi. Yeah, báwo ni wọ́n ṣe máa débi. Báwo ni wọ́n ṣe lọ sọ́jà. Báwo ni a ṣe máa jẹun. Báwo ni. So if you're just asking a simple sentence that has how in it, it'll just be báwo ni and whatever you're asking about. But if you're trying to like ask a little bit more than how is someone, then it would be báwo ni pronoun she. Yeah, so báwo ni mo ṣe máa sọ fún. How will I tell her? Báwo lo ṣe máa ń ran ìyá ẹ lọ́wọ́? How do you help your mom? So báwo ni, and then pronoun, and then she, and then the tense. So if you want to say present tense, it would be ṣe. Báwo ni o ṣe ń ṣe? How do you do it? If it's continuous, báwo ni o ṣe máa ń ṣe? How do you do it? If it's past tense, báwo ni o ṣe ṣe? Never be afraid to put two shades next to each other if they mean something different. Because if you take out one of those shades, your sentence is wrong. So yeah, those are the 6 question words and how you would say them. I really simplified it and wrapped up with a little bow. As long as you don't forget the things I said you need to add. Because if you say báwo ni without that she, your sentence is wrong. If you say nibo owa, I might know what you mean, but it's not good. It's not correct. You know, if you say nígbà wo ò ń lọ sílé, I know what you mean, but it's not correct. So just making sure that you always remember the extra things that I'm telling you that you have to add when you're asking a question. Now, if you want to ask a question that doesn't start with any of those 6 words, there's a very simple way to work out how to say the sentence. You cannot just say, can I go? If you were to translate this sentence literally, you might want to say, le mo lo, means absolutely nothing. I'm so sorry to tell you. So you don't do that. If you want to say, can I go, as a question, you have to say, I can go, mo le lo, and then put she in front of it. So she in Yoruba is what makes a sentence a question. By putting she in front of a statement, you actually get a question. So if I want to say, can I go, I would say she, and then I would say the words I can go. Mo le lo. She mo le lo. Yeah? If I want to say, have you eaten, I would first of all say, you have eaten, oti jẹun, and then I would put she in front of it. She oti jẹun. So, what am I saying? Step 1, say the question you want to ask as a statement. Yeah? So turn the question into a positive statement. If you want to say, can I go? You'll say, I can go. If you want to say, have you eaten? You will say, you have eaten. If you want to say, haven't you eaten? You would change it to, you haven't eaten. So even if it's negative, just make it a statement. So if I want to say, won't we go? I will change it to, we won't go. Yeah? And then once you've changed it, so let's take, have you eaten? Oti jẹun, you have eaten, and I will put she in front. She oti jẹun. Won't we go? Change it to a statement, which is we won't go. A ò ní lọ, and then put she in front of it. She a ò ní lọ. Yeah? She a ò ní lọ ni. She a lọ mọ́ ni. Aren't we going anymore? She a lè lọ mọ́ ni. Can't we go anymore? It's so simple. Yet people get it so wrong. So just make sure that you've made it a sentence first. Yeah, make it a sentence first. And then you'll just put she in front of it. Now, some sentences, like, if you want to say something like, is there food? Again, a simple way to say this is she. You'll put what you're asking if there is, and then wa. So if I want to say, is there food? She oúnjẹ wà. Is there chocolate? Don't come for me. Ṣé chocolate wà? Ṣé chocolate wà? Ṣé ẹran wà? Is there meat? Ṣé ìrẹsì wà? Is there rice? If you want to ask, is there something? You'll say ṣé. You'll say what you're asking about, and you'll say wà. Yeah? If you want to ask, should I? Should you? I'm going to put it on the screen, all the different ways you'll talk about anyone. So if you want to say, should I? Shekin. Should you? Sheko. Should we? Sheka. Should he or it or she? Sheko. Should all of us? Sheki gbogbo wa. So the key is actually the should in the sentence. The she is just there because it's how you start a question that doesn't start with a question word. So should I go? I would say shekin lo. Shekin lo. Should you eat? Sheko jẹun. Should she tell them? Sheko sọ fún wọn. So sheko is how you would start a sentence that starts with should I, or should you, or should they, or should we. Okay? And then there is how many, how much, and how many times. These ones do have like their own little rule, their own little je ne sais quoi. So you're not going to start any of those sentences with vowel. I know that I said how is vowel, but that's literally for asking how is something, and that's it. So if you want to ask how much, you would say èló, èló. If you want to ask how many, you would say mélòó, mélòó. But this usually goes after whatever you're asking about. I'll explain in a second. And if you want to ask how many times, you'll say mélòó. So how much is èló, how many is mélòó, and how many times is melo, and they will all be followed by ni. So if I want to say how much is this cat, I would say èló ni ológbò yìí. Èló ni ológbò yìí. If I want to say how many cats do you have, I would have to say cats first and then mélòó. So I would say ológbò mélòó ni o ní. Ológbò mélòó ni o ní. And if I want to say how many times did you buy the cat, I would say mélòó ni o ra ológbò yẹn. Yeah? So èló ni ológbò yìí, how much is this cat? Ológbò mélòó ni o ní, how many cats do you have? And mélòó ni o ra ológbò yìí, how many times did you buy this cat? So èló, mélòó, and mélòó. And mélòó always goes after whatever it is that you're asking how many of. Yeah? I hope that's been quick and simple enough for you. I've tried to be, fast and on the money. Of course, if I've gone too quickly, just pause the video, watch it back over until you fully understand. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, comment in the comment section, Yoruba_lessons on Instagram, or send me an email, yorubalessons@gmail.com. This is a topic that I really go into detail with in my one-to-one lessons because it's not easy and it's difficult, and there's even more. This is the overview. So if you would like to take one-to-one lessons to really delve in deeper to the language, really break it down and actually practice with someone and learn all the rules properly, you can also send me an email, yorubalessons@gmail.com, to get started. And then also feel free to go over to our website, yorubalessons.com, and check out our resources, flashcards, dictionaries, reading books, everything that can help you with learning the language. If you don't know, we are traveling to Nigeria, Orisun 2022 in December. If you would like to be part of our group travel to Nigeria, please send an email to travelorisun@gmail.com, orisuntravel@gmail.com, or you can go to yorubalessons.com/travel to read more about the trip and book your space. Okay, I'll see you guys in my next video. Odabo.